Prejudice, whisper, and is coming to you.
So next I'd like to move on to the artist portion of the evening, and we're going to hear now from DJ Spooky, that's the one kid, aka Paul Miller. I'll just turn it over to you because you did the disclaimer. Thanks.
Hello everyone, how you doing? Alright. Some of you guys might know me as Paul Miller, some might know me as DJ Spooky. The fun part about DJ Spooky is that it's a fiction. It was meant to be a character in a novel I'm working on, and it started out as an art project. I was living in a place called the Gas Station in New York. There's a junkyard in Avenue B and 2nd Street, so it's now grazed over, it's now a condominium. But being in New York at a certain point in the mid-90s, it was right on the cusp of how digital culture was kind of slowly migrating out of the academies and really beginning to spread throughout the entire culture as we know it. So for me, music was always a hobby. And most of my early work, as many of my peers and various fellow DJs, we always kind of are archivists, we're collectors, we're I like to call flaneurs of the subconscious, people who like to look for rare nuggets of sound, rare records, rare grooves, rare beats, and make new mixes out of it. And so when I was first starting out, I would always make these CDs and little mixes that said, who is DJ Spooky? And you have to listen to the tape. There's a sense of humor about sort of audio theater. And to make a long story short, when they asked me to do a piece for this, I was thinking about it. I'm in the middle of about 3 different projects. One of them is Birth of a Nation. I'm remixing that. It's an early D.W. Griffiths film. And many copyrighted works that are public domain pre-1923 are still accessible. And so I wanted to make kind of a statement about ownership of culture and, of course, ownership of memory, collective memory. So that's the project that's going to be associated with the Creative Commons. And what I would like to do is present a video snippet of it, and I just presented one of the early work in progresses of it at the Cashwitz Theater a couple weeks ago. But essentially, whenever you hear something that the DJ has made, it's always a sense of playing with memory. And what I'm fascinated with the Eldred case is that the idea of who controls memory. How can you recall an image or a sound that's essentially part of a collective unconscious, how we think of things that just go through your mind every day and how you externalize that. That's what DJing is about. It's playfulness. It's a reverence for the control of memory, the reverence for the found object. And so essentially, that's what DJing has become. It's almost a basic fabric, part of the fabric of contemporary culture. And so there's that kind of thing, which to me it becomes kind of what I like to call 21st century electronic music is like a new form of folk music or folk culture. Some of you guys might have heard of the Joe Redner case, the guy who is saying the lyrics and how to decode DVDs. Anybody? It was sort of right. A very funny case where a kid basically sang the lyrics on how to decode DCSS, DVD control systems, and then made an MP3 out of it, and of course then had various people show up at his door. So it was a little bit of a hectic scene. So after that, MP3 got rid of the file, and then of course kids being who they are, they printed the lyrics to the song on how to decode DVDs on a t-shirt. And so, again, these issues always migrate. You control one thing, the net will thread its way around it, and so on and so on. And that sense of control.
Think.